Quarter Ninja presents.
Hello my friends, hello and welcome to Quarter Ninja's Lair, where we play games, and today we are playing Car Mechanic Simulator 2018. And you know, we are doing our 1000 cars journey. You probably know about that. If you don't, we are basically buying, restoring, repairing and selling 1000 cars. We are sitting at 860 cars to go at the moment. And this is the 3 cars from the last set or last stint, 2 Dodge Monacos, 1 taxi and 1 stock one, plus the something called Mayen M6, which should be Audi A6 Avant, I think, or yeah, it is that. So that was restored in previous episode, prepared, and as you might remember, we realized that all Dodge Monacos have to have at least 2 carbs. So basically we did the Mayen instead of 1 Monaco in the previous episode, but today we are doing 2 more Dodge Monacos. Why we are doing all of that, 4 of them? Because all 4 of them are, as you can see, pretty much different. They all represent same car in a different package. This is the taxi version, you know, this is the police version. So this is something that we do. As you can imagine, 1000 cars is a huge number. And it's a very big question, do we have even 1000 cars, including all the mods and everything? I think no. So what we are doing, we are basically kinda using whatever model is made in multiple versions, and it makes sense and it looks good. We will do it, you know, like 1, 2, 3, 4 cars. With Dodge Monaco we are doing 4 different versions. One is taxi, one is police, one is normal stock version, and the last one, well, you are going to see, the last one is probably the meanest looking and most interesting one. See, we don't have, for example, a brake servo. That happens very, very rarely, but it seems we have. I'm trying to figure out fuel pump. Maybe we will see. That usually doesn't happen. Do we have battery? We don't have even battery. This is interesting. This is a very rare model which doesn't have all these things, you know, because as I mentioned multiple times, the RNG in the game is very predictable, does the same things all the time. You can exactly know what parts you will have and you will not have, but this car is a little bit different. Seems for some reason, one or another, some parts that should be here are not, etc. It doesn't really matter, we are removing all of them anyway. So before I forget, like, subscribe and comment. You know, if you like what we are doing here, then press the like button. If you like the channel content that I'm producing, well then please subscribe, and of course comment. Comment is a great thing. You can drop your comment down below the video and say what do you think about the game, how do you like the videos, you know, what cars do you like, you don't like, and stuff like that. Please share that with me and with other members of the community. I'm quite sure it is going to be interesting read. Also, if you have some questions, please let me know in the comments below, and if I can answer, of course, I will do my best to basically give you a proper answer, if I can, of course. Let me see. Okay, yeah, this car is a little bit different, as I said. Usually you will have same set of parts. Always you will exactly know what you are getting and what you are not getting, but this time it is a different thing. Okay, so basically a few minutes ago, well, 15 minutes ago I would say, I was checking on Steam, and I've seen that the company making this game is, well, basically released the demo version of Car Mechanic Simulator 2021. Based on what I've seen, it seems that some glaring issues, some big problems that plagued this game are, I cannot say sorted, because until I play the game I will not have idea, but are improved and, you know, given a new life, let's say. So Car Mechanic Simulator 2021 is coming. I will get it, of course, and when I get it we will see how it will work. I do hope that mods will be ported easily, although from what I can see the graphics is a little bit different. Well, we will see. The good news is actually at least a game is coming out. As I said, I would prefer one version of the game, and then, you know, through the, I don't know, patches, DLCs, whatever, you keep that version going. But I presume the game engine was not really good. I'm not sure on which engine it's based. Maybe it's just implementation or whatever. So they needed basically a new game version. Doesn't really matter, a new game is coming, that is a good news. And I for sure will buy it and test it. That's the interesting thing, you know, to see how the new implementation of the game is going to work. In any case, that is that for the game. Basically, we are just waiting until it is released. It will be probably released this year, so yeah, who knows when, but, you know, patience, and it will happen eventually. What I was looking, you see, I've seen fuel pump, and that is a first time in ages that I've seen fuel pump in a junkyard car. So as I said, this car is a little bit strange in a way, but it's okay. So this is a police one. Let's bring our lifter here. We don't have charge, yeah, battery to charge. We're going to pull out the old engine, and let's do interior. As you know, interior is, well, really hard to see any change, but with this one, it's called welder, yeah, I forgot for a second. This happens. There are multiple liveries for police cars. I presume we will leave this one, we will see. But there are multiple liveries, very well done by mod creator, and that's perfect. Okay, so this is the 2-carb engine, and that's about that. Now let's what we are going to do, you know, the old thing, go and repair stuff. So I'm going to repair what we can. You see, the car is in very bad shape. All the parts are below, you know, the 50%. When they are 50% or more, as you can see, 99% chance to repair. You see, 52%, and this is the cost. Now, if it is below 50%, it will be 95% chance to repair, and then it goes up to 99. So just for you to know. Okay, perfect. We repaired what we could. We are going to sell the parts. We are selling them. Basic, I don't want this. Let me see. I know that we will use basic, and with sport tires, if I'm not mistaken, sport tires on the police car, of course. The police car needs to be fast and sporty. Okay, now the funny thing, the police car, for some reason, one or another, okay, there is no battery at all from what I see, and you're looking with me together. There is nothing actually, so probably because of some reason the mod couldn't be, well, police car could not be done, you know, with all these parts. Well, you know, as I explained multiple times, these mods are free. The people, the guys doing these mods are amazing. I really my hat down to them. They are doing amazing job, and from my point of view, as long as the car, when it's finished, represents the car from the real world, I wouldn't really, I don't care at all. That's the best word about, you know, internals of the car. Because after all, if you are a purist, buy a used car and go, you know, find a repair shop and do a restoration in real life. And trust me, you're going to have not really fun, because these things are never fun. It is extremely hard and complex job, but you know, if you're a purist, you can do that. And for us people that are liking games and stuff, this is perfectly fine and nice. Now I prepared quite a few engines. Okay, we need bees, quite a few engines, quite a few wheels, stuff like that. So I think we are good, and we have everything that we really need for, I think, next 2 episodes, this one and next one. It will be, we will feature some very, very interesting cars. As I explained already, we did installation of 20 mods. I really wanted, we started with 10, okay? I really wanted to find what is the good number. And then I upped it to 20, first 15 and now to 20. And it seems 20 mods doesn't break the game. It works very well. This is the basic with sport tire, okay? I think this should be the one. Yes, it's sport tire. And 20 mods, from what I can see, it's working pretty nice, pretty fine, pretty much fine, and it doesn't really break the game or slows it down much, etc., etc. So 20 mods at the moment are installed. Just to mention, you have in the description down below link to the basically 1000 car spreadsheet where you can find everything and anything about our journey, basically about our 1000 cars journey. From first sheet, let's buy 3. First sheet is the 1000 car journey with all the info about cars we restored, sold, money we got spent, everything is there. Links, basically every mod is linked, you know, with direct links, so you can go install it for yourself, check it, whatever. Then second part is the parking, whatever cars we have in parking, you can check it. This is kind of spoiler, so if you don't want to know what we have there and you want to be surprised, don't check it. Then we have engines in the inventory, whatever is sitting in our stock of engines. Then we have engine guides with links. I prepared 6 videos with engine guides there on the YouTube. All of them are linked there with time codes, everything. So basically you can see how the engines look, how they are made and things like that. Very, very useful, I would say. And there is 62 engines, 6 videos, and that's that. And the last thing is mods, what mods we are subscribed on, you know, what are at the moment active, what are not active, etc., etc. You will see. Go and check it. I really, really recommend that you go and look at the 1000 cars spreadsheet. It is full of useful info, and really I do recommend checking it. Middle muffler, we have to buy more. Give me a second. Middle muffler, as you can imagine, is used a lot. If you follow my videos, you will know already. I don't think we have rear muffler. Yeah, we don't. Okay, rear muffler, that is the V80HV. I will take 10 because these are very, very often used, and we should keep them in stock. Let's do the rear axle and stuff. But before that, let's connect these two. Okay, perfect. So now shock absorber. As you know, the order, how you put things is basically set in stone in a way that there is a proper order how things what do we don't have leaf springs, nice, but how you want to do it, in what order you want to do it, that's really up to you. As you can see, I'm now doing left, right, left, right. You can do it first left side and right side, or you can do something completely different. We need bushings. So some people asked, what is the best way to assemble the car. As I said, there is just a way that makes you feel good about that. In the real world, I presume you can say that, again, it's probably more strict how you will go with car assembly, but this is just a game, so it's up to you. Okay, we will need leaf spring, U-bolt. Okay, that's also something that we are going to need. I'll buy, where are you? 3 pieces. I got 40 big rubber bushings and 20 small rubber bushings. We always need them in huge quantities, and you should have them in stock. They are not repairable, so yeah, you need simply to have them. There is no much choice about it. What I want to do immediately, drum wheel cylinder, I know that I'm going to need it, so I'm buying it now basic with sport tire, and this side should be done. Okay, let's move here, let's finish whatever is on this side left. So now this car was in really kind of crappy condition, lots of parts missing, so I just bought quite a few parts, and we will have some leftovers, for some later work and later jobs. Just give me a second, I'm trying to figure out, okay, first let's do this. Where is the basic here? This is our last wheel for the police car. We do have, I think, this one. We don't have fuel tanks. Okay, fuel tanks, as I mentioned many times, cannot be repaired, and you have simply to have them in stock, so buy them 2, 3, 5, 10, whatever makes you happy. Fuel pumps are okay. Let's see, 99%, so something is missing. That would be starter, absolutely, that would be starter, which goes somewhere. Let me just see here, and this is the last mechanical part. That's about that. Super fast, super efficient. You have to say, what the heck is this? This is cool. Okay, this is strange. I do believe I know what the issue is. Bear with me, please. No, you are not the one. Yeah, bear with me, because I did prepare so many tires, so many wheels, so many everything, and let me see. Yep, this should be it. These small wheels are going to another car. You will see which one. Well, maybe not today for sure, but these are going to another car, so I simply didn't pay attention. I forgot that we have multiple versions. Doesn't really matter. It is sorted now. It looked funny, and yeah. Okay, perfect. Let's see. I don't think we have any body parts. Okay, we need these. These are staying here. Brown interior. Dodge Monaco. Okay. First things first, let's go here, and I want to drop into the body shop here. And say police. This is the first police part. What police option? Oh, I think I want this one actually. Police. I know that we have some, but I cannot be bothered, honestly, guys. I'm completely not interested to bother with what we have, what we don't have. I'm looking at stock probably stock, whatever is stock. I'm not sure what I got, what I didn't got. Stock, yeah. Let's see what we are missing. Whatever we are missing, we are going to buy. Why I'm not bothered? Because I have 41.5 million here. Oh, we need this. And where are the tail lights, guys? Tail lights. I'm trying to figure out. This is the one. No, this is the B one, but we need normal one. Right. It is here. Okay. So, what I was talking about, oh my goodness, I've just forgot basically. So, I will remember probably at some point in time. As you can see, I got way too many parts. I have way too many parts, which really doesn't matter at all. Yes, I was talking about that. We have so much money that we really don't mind buying multiple or triple whatever parts. We'll just sell them later, and that's about that. It is simply because as always, the point is this whole system of inventory. You know, you cannot simply kind of say I want all these parts to be in some list or something where I can just simply click and buy them, you know, use that as you know, some list to buy stuff. It doesn't work, unfortunately, like that, so it's cumbersome and complicated. Bench Bowen front and TBX steering wheel. Just let's buy them, and also what we are missing. Wait, let's first put everything here before we leave the shop. Just give me a second, and I think this is the last one, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, so TBX and Bowen, here. This is the steering wheel and the Bowen bench front, which we are going to put in the car. Okay, so this is the front bench, and this is the steering wheel. Superb, perfect. That is it. What I want to do now, I want to move car to the paint shop. Okay, and this is done through liveries. So let's see what liveries do we have. What kind of liveries? This one, this is kind of well known, I presume, highway patrol one. We can do Chicago Police, or this one is also not bad. This one I like. I actually will use this one. I've seen it last time, and I kind of like it. This baby blue, and yeah, it's good. So this is our first car for today. Only 23 minutes. Perfect. Dodge Monaco Police version. And you see, this is such a different car from this one, and also from the taxi, that really makes sense in a lot of way to do these things. I'm moving mine to the parking or Audi A3, and I will move this car to the lifter 2. So this is our Dodge number 3, this is Dodge number 2, and there is a Dodge number 1. And now let's bring the last one in. Where it is, I think on level 1. This is the last version. This one always loads for a long time. I checked it already a few times, probably because of some stuff that was done on the car, so it needs a little bit of time to load. This is a street rod version, guys. This is a beast, little beastie thing. I like it, and I think this is going to be very nice Ford car. Let's remove what we can from here. Then we are going here. This car has a brake servo, doesn't have a radiator, but has battery. You see a little bit of longer wheelbase, so it cannot connect here. As I said, it doesn't really matter. These are things that are not important. The most important is what we are getting when we have car done. And as you can see, I'm not sure why, but this goes through the car. Well, you know, it is what it is and how it is. Let's not complain. After all, it is a free stuff. As I always say, we should not complain about that. Let's make it and see how it looks when it's finished. I think that's going to be actually interesting, because this is in a way completely different car. It's from what I see, longer wheelbase definitely, and stance is lower. That is probably why the drive shaft is going into the car and things like that. So we will see when we finish how it looks, and you know, we will judge for ourselves when it's done. In the meantime, we need to disassemble all of these. Fortunately, you know, straightforward job, relatively simple. These things are usually very much, especially American muscle cars, based on very, very similar design, and not so complex, not so complicated. Both suspensions straightforward and stuff. Anyway, front suspension, usually when you are looking at front suspensions on any car, they're pretty much very, very similar, okay? The rear suspension is a much bigger difference, and you will see many different types, but with front suspension usually you have, you know, upper, lower arms, you have your shock absorber, you have your front end link and stuff like that, knuckle, cross members, you know, it's very, very kind of, you know what to expect. With rear suspension, it's always a little bit different. Each one is, you know, different thing. Yeah, drive shaft, as you can see, is a little bit up. Yeah, I think it should be down, because this is why it's going through the what is the name of the thing? Roof is up, and the bottom of the car, I cannot remember, honestly. My brain just kind of stopped working, and I know the word, but I cannot remember it. The floor of the car, yeah. Yeah, it happens sometimes that the brain just decides not to cooperate for a second. Okay, let's kind of remove this. The point is, this car will be sporty, will be big tires, will be, you know, really proper hot rod or drag car. This is, I think, drag version, if I'm not mistaken. No, this is street rod. Okay. Street rod, hot rod, drag, this, that, doesn't really matter as long as it looks good and it does represent the car well. Yeah, see, there is no, what's the name of fuel pump? We will see. Also, yeah, I was looking, the new car mechanic also will have at the start, I think 72 cars, but I expect later, as always, the money grabbing scheme of DLCs. I'm not a big fan of DLCs. I do understand them in a way, but I think, you know, that invention was mostly done for money grabbing, because before, and I remember these times, games were getting updates and content for free. Now that is not the case anymore. Some games of course are still getting them for free, but yeah, you know what I mean. Okay, so let's take the engine out. Let's do the interior. Yeah, did we put? Yes, we did. And now let's look at the interior, and yeah, you see, tricky to, you know, say is it really visible or not, doesn't matter. Now this is it. I'm going around just to check that they remove everything. If you see rusty parts, then it means they need to be removed, but it seems everything is perfectly fine. And we are dropping in a proper engine for a street rod, and that is what you can see here. It is very nice, supercharged engine. I think that was the proper one for this car. Also, I just remembered what we didn't do. We didn't go here and repair and restore our parts. Let's do that. Okay, there is quite a few parts that we can restore, but still not too many. Let me see, sell parts, done, 98 is okay. We will sell these, and yeah, I will keep engine. How much? 600. You see how bad engine was for only 600 money units. Horrible. Yep, I just wanted to repair everything to be able to put all the parts 100%, so we don't drop in something that is not 100%, which will break the car in a way. I'm just thinking, yes, let's push it up and simply do it. This car is, as you can see, completely black, even glass parts, well, the transparent parts are coated in black, so this is going to be, we will leave it like that actually, because it does look good. Also, I think the tinted windows and whatever we have tinted will go on this car. So we'll see how that looks. There is quite a few parts that I see already we will need to buy, but let's just move forward. Yeah, I think good. This is 2 cars in this batch. The next batch or set or stint of 5 cars will be very interesting. You will see when we come to that. I'm looking front sway bar B. We have one more, and we have links, of course. Just to see what's going on. Okay. So bushings are missing here, and the very important thing is steering rack, which connects, you know, steering system here and wheels, and without that you cannot put tire. Now, Typhoon, you see, we need to find where our Typhoons are. Did I or did I not? Now let me think. Typhoons, yes, these are. I'm just trying to remember what I've chosen for any given car, you know, because I decided also when I was doing stuff yesterday, steering knuckle C, I decided to spice it up a little bit. You will see. You will see when we come to that. Make things a little bit more interesting. Yes, I spend more time, but doesn't really matter. I do believe it's going to be a little bit more interesting. In any case, let's finish whatever we can here and like finish our fifth car, but fourth Dodge, and sell all of that because we actually want to move forward. And we still have 870 cars to go, which is huge number. Link, and what we are missing? Ah, okay. These things here that are basically making the wheel. Okay. And yep, this is what I was thinking. So let's buy 5 calipers and let's buy 6 cylinders. So now we have even, I think, a number of both, and they should be okie dokie. So Typhoon, where is Typhoon? Oh my goodness, way too many wheels. It's this one. Okay, so this should be, I think, it. We don't have gearbox. We do. Okay, we removed gearbox from here and we managed to repair it, but we don't have starter. As I said, starter V8, we will buy 5. Don't forget, you will never get starter with the junkyard car. That is of course a bug or whatever, however you want to call it, but it will never be in the car. I think I've seen it maybe once or something like that. Drive shaft, interesting enough, drive shaft, it is so rare that you are not going to repair drive shaft, but I will still buy 2 of these, and I know one will be in stock for quite a long time, but it really doesn't matter. Okay, let's drop in leaf springs and other stuff, whatever we can, whatever is easiest and fastest. Cool, cool, and cool. Perfect. Now we need to do, of course, these small rubber bushings and leaf spring plates and the... Oops, there is only one. And the bolts. Okay, we need plates. Let's think about that and buy plates immediately. I will switch just to suspension parts and find plates and buy 3 of these. Do we have hubs? Wheel hub 4. Again, let's buy immediately wheel hub 4. 3. As I said multiple times, if we need a 1 and 1 we had, but 1 we need there, we will buy 3. That means, you know, we have additional set. And some parts we will buy like that. Some parts we will buy 20 or 10 or 15, depends, you know. You will see, you know, in time, your own experience is the best judge of what you like to have in the stock and how many parts. But, you know, for things that are repairable and, for example, that are going here on the wheels, you don't need too many. So, you know, if I'm missing 1, I will buy 3. If I'm missing 2, I will buy 4, and that's about that. But, you know, rubber bushings, I will buy 20 or 40 because they cannot be repaired. Also, as I said, for fuel tank, there is, you know, no repair of fuel tanks, so there is not much choice. You always have to have them. It's up to you. Do you want to have 5 or 10 or 20? I really don't mind, you know, as long as you are happy with that, just go with it. Okay, so this is the wheel, but I'm sure I didn't put spring plate, as I said, and the bolts. Although I would make it, if you don't put bolts and spring plate, you shouldn't be able to put wheel on. That should be connected with each other, but it's unfortunately not. We will see how that will work in a new 2021 game. 100% everything. Just let me drink a little bit of coffee. Freshly brewed coffee, always beautiful. Nice. Okay, so you see, with this car we have a little bit more of a work to do, let's say. And what I want to see, I want to check here. We have front doors, front window. These we don't need, I know that. Front doors and front window. Now let me check. So rear doors C. So what I'm going to do, we will spend here rear door C. So this is one rear door, another rear door. Tinted headlight and tail light. Tinted headlight. Where is the tail light? Tinted. Okay. Rear bumper must be black. This must be black. Do we want scoop? I'm not sure which one is going in original. Let's go with scoop and we will see. Do we have something, but all of these we don't have tinted. So bear with me, I'm just buying whatever I believe we need, and yeah, I want this one. And later we will simply add whatever is necessary. Oh, how it looks, this one. Yeah, this one goes here. Black comes here. Taillights tinted. We will sell later everything that is too much. As you know, I'm using Beijing plates with QN, Quarter Ninja on them. You might know or not know, I live in Beijing at the moment, and in China, of course, and that's why I'm putting these plates, well, basically because I can. Where is the, it's here. And one of the reasons why I'm not streaming, if you ask yourself, because this is a stream format, actually, it is what you see is what you get. There is no editing. Well, you know, my time zone is horribly wrong. I live like 6-7 hours from Europe at the moment. Then also my schedule is astonishingly busy, and I very much have no clue when or if I can stream or something like that. And also streaming for here sometimes can be challenging, you know, you can lose a link for a bit or stuff like that. You know, it will be maybe one interruption in 2 hour stream, but still I don't want it. So all these things together combined simply made me to do stream-like format, but record it on the hard disk and then kinda just, you know, post it on the internet. So the only thing missing is live interaction, but if you want to talk with me and share your opinion and stuff, feel free to comment in the comments down below. Seat Challenger and Wheel Bandit. Okay, let's see, Seat Challenger and Wheel Bandit. Do we have, we don't, okay, so that I think should finish this, yes. Let me see, so we will drop both seats in, Dodge seats, at least it is the same manufacturer, beautiful. Now, what we are going to do, no, we will not do that. I think we are going to do this. We are going to send this car to the shop. We could put different hood, which I believe, let me see, yep, is going to be better. I don't think this one makes much sense. So let's do that. We are going to do cowl one. Let me see. This one will, yes, this one makes a little bit more sense in a way. So that's it, please. You see, and I'm here, I'm clicking, and this is the bug, and now I have to go out and then come back. Yeah, it's always like that. Do we have, we don't want police, I'm just checking, do they have, no. So this is what we want, pure black, nothing else. Let me see, oh yes. And you see, this car looks completely and utterly different. Yes, you can see the drive shaft. As I said, I really don't care about that at all. It doesn't really make me, you know, in any way kind of upset. Let's say, I don't care. I know some people get upset. Oh, it's not good, it's this and that, and I'm always saying, go and make mod for yourself, you know, and then present it to us. Perfect. As you can see, the stance of the car is lower compared to the original one and stuff like that. Very nice looking car outside, fully tinted, everything, you see, beautiful, nice. Okay, so let's bring the Mayen, if I'm not mistaken. That one we are missing, although it will not allow us to do that, so I will move this one to the third lifter, because game will ask for a free space next to the entry gate, and unfortunately that is how it works, and we need to do that. Okay, my dear friends, this is our latest set of cars. 5 cars, 4 Dodge Monacos in different versions, and 1 Mayen or Audi A6 Avant. I don't like this design. I don't think that's proper Audi design, but it doesn't really matter. This is the car. I don't know. Honestly, let's just sell it. It's boring. That's it. And this is a stock Dodge Monaco. Okay, the stock version. And then we have a police cruiser. Nice livery, beautiful, very, very nice car. And then we have the taxi, you know, the New York taxi or whatever. It's like, wow, you've seen that in thousands of movies and stuff. And then we have this beast here. This is a street rod, a very, very long, very low, powerful, beautiful looking thing with a huge supercharged engine. And that's it. So let's kind of sell them. So the first one to go is the stock version, which we are going to sell for almost 90,000. Next one was taxi, which is also very, very nice. And this one is cheaper. Well, it's the same price, actually 89k, not different at all. The police version seems to be 93. So police version is a little bit more expensive with sport tires and everything. And the last thing is this beautiful street rod, which is really, really nice machine. And this one, as you can imagine, was and is the most expensive. So our stint of 5 cars, or set of, or group, or whatever you want to call them, is gone. And we did it in 45 minutes. Well, actually it's 47 minutes at the moment on the clock. As you know, our episodes are always 2 hours, which I find the best possible balance between you know, the time people can afford to watch and kind of how much you can really concentrate and watch, because I know I can watch 2-hour episodes very easily from other content creators, so I do believe that's kind of okay. So next cars are these 2 Ferraris 355s. Just give me a moment. I want to see. This is the one. I will bring both of them in the shop. Okay, I will bring both of them in the shop because I want to check both of them. We are going to do that. This is a normal version. Okay, and this is going to be a little bit abnormal version, or a different version. It's not really abnormal, and that was a bad joke actually. Let's move it here. So this is auction car, as you can imagine. Let's immediately disassemble everything, and let's start with the new do we have here something, the new set. And the new set, as I said, is actually the 2 Ferraris 355, and you will see the third car what is going to be. I think it's going to be interesting. Okay, let's remove body parts. This is one of the auction cars that I think comes with, as you can see, I will show you here, it comes with pretty nice bodywork. Okay, so that is very, very good. I kind of like that. This is intercooler, we cannot remove it, and now we should come here and remove ABS stuff. I'm not sure where or if this car has brake servo. Just let me see. It doesn't. It does here. Well, each and every car has a brake servo, but sometimes it's in strange places, so you need to spend some time to find it. Okay, this I think should be it. This is also okay. Yep, this should be it. Let's push car up and let's disassemble everything else. I do believe we might leave even the color as it is. I've seen it live, a color like this. Just give me a second. Oh yeah, I've seen. I forgot to tell you. A few days ago, something like that, I've seen a super ugly Ferrari. This seems to be some new Ferrari, which I really dislike passionately. And I remembered just now that I said to myself, you will check, you know, the internet and see what car that is. And yeah, I didn't really like it. It looked like copy of Jaguar F-Type or whatever. I'm not sure which one was that. It really didn't look good. It didn't feel like Ferrari. It felt like copy of some other car. But it was Ferrari actually. Because here, you know, I don't know, so many expensive cars that it's completely ridiculous. I spoke about, for example, Rolls-Royce that is sitting, you know, parked in, you know, building outside parking, and I see it. It's all the time there, you know. The guy is driving it as his normal everyday car, and he's not keeping it even in garage. So, you know, imagine how rich that person is. He doesn't care about €500,000 car so much. So yeah. Which one is going first? Yes, this one. So yeah, that Ferrari, I have no idea which one is that. I didn't recognize it, but it was as ugly as they come. And I'm not a big fan of Ferraris at all. I don't like them, especially. You know, they don't just work for me. There are some beautiful cars that Ferrari made, especially, you know, 20, 30, 50 years ago. But these newer cars are, yeah, just boring. And I think all the modern sports cars, if you look at them, their design is really all the same. All these McLarens, all these Ferraris. A Lambo has their own style, I would say, and that is something I really appreciate in a way, that they kept that their specific style, which kinda, you know, you can always say, oh, it's Lambo. With Ferrari, you know, sometimes you would maybe even miss and not be sure, you know, if you just glance it over, because so many cars are looking very, very similar to today's Ferraris, or today's Ferraris look very similar to very many other cars. But yeah, it's from my point of view, if I wanted, you know, some super sports car, I would always go with Nissan GTR. I know that people don't think that's as good car as Ferrari or whatever, but I think it's even better. Maybe Bentley GT. That's a very nice machine. I drove it. Is that the proper word, drove it? Like I did drive the W12. It's very, very nice. It's super powerful. It's a lot of fun. If you're into that, of course. I'm looking at, you see, issues here. As you can see, huge number of issues with cross members, with engine sitting inside and stuff like that. But that really doesn't matter, because the car itself looks to be very nicely done when you look at it from the outside, and that's the most important thing. As I always say, you know, just the outside look is what makes the car. Oops, we didn't remove this, not the inside of the car. Okay, so let's go take out the engine and yeah, let's do interior exterior, and then we are going to think about everything else. 100 for this. Exterior work, I honestly don't believe we need even to spend 1,000, but I will regardless, because the car was in the basically perfect shape. So we have 3 engines, but which one is my biggest issue now is which one is the one I want to drop in. Just let me see, please. Yep, this one is okay. This one is okay. Okie dokie. Why I'm asking that, because I will show you later. We need to repair stuff. We have some interesting stuff to drop to other cars. So yeah, bear with me, be patient, and everything will be shown in like next 10, 15, 20 minutes. You will see what I'm talking about. So lots of parts here. As you can see, really a lot that we can repair, quite good. Bodywork, you see, yeah, we have too many parts in inventory. I know, my friend, I know. As always, I'm talking about the bad implementation of the things here, optimization and things like that, but it's okay, not a big deal. Retro 06, let's sell these two, and the other two we will sell a little bit later. So we dropped engine in, and I think we can remove this crane. And now what I want to do, I want to drop other stuff. Why I repaired everything? Because once when you repair it, you know that everything is 100%. We don't need and you don't need to worry about dropping a non-100% part into the car, which happened to me quite a few times, even in this series, when I just didn't pay enough attention and had like 98% part which look almost perfect, but at the end it was a not, and you know, that is something that might make you a problem at some point. Didn't we have battery, or battery was 100%? Strange. Let me see, can I get to the battery, because battery is it doesn't want to let me. Okay, we'll do that later. Let's put the car up and slowly start building it. Okay. So Ferrari 355, not much to talk about that. That's actually a car that I personally like. As I said, modern Ferraris, nah, I'm not a big fan, but these older ones, they are nice. I personally like it. I don't find it especially exciting or anything, but I like it. It is kinda calm design, very nicely done, and yeah, that's about that. Nothing really much to talk about it. It is just a Ferrari, and you know, yes, these are great cars, but today the industry is so powerful in a way, you know, that any car is really great car today. Technology is so far away, you know, quality of everything. So yeah, all these super expensive cars are, from my point of view, losing much sense. I think, you know, this is today about who has a bigger D, you know, and who has a bigger car and stuff like that. That's about that. Retro 06, I'm looking Retro 06, bear with me, it should be this one, 225. It is indeed. So we are making let's call this a stock version, okay? And stock version would be a just normal road version of the car. And as you know, we like to do multiple versions if we can, and actually we are going to do, as you see, we have two Ferraris, so we are going to do two versions, and second version will be a beefier one. I will keep it, you know, not secret really, but I will not talk about it. Let's wait until we assemble it and see why it's going to be a beefier one and a little bit more interesting. Okay, so front suspension almost done. That's pretty nice. You see how we are spending these wishbones like crazy. I made tons of them, but still we are spending them. Okay, so going to find 225, if I'm not mistaken. These are the front wheels, of course, a little bit smaller than rear ones. I'm looking, oh yes, you see we missed a bushing here, and that would probably imply that we missed bushing here, of course. Let me see, did we miss bushings on this side? No, I don't think so. So this suspension here, I'm wondering, when creator did it, why he didn't maybe use something, I'm thinking, less complicated. Suspension wise, maybe it would fit better, but what do I know, guys? I'm not the mod creator, so I'm just asking myself. I'm not complaining or, you know, telling people who do these things what to do, because I have no clue actually. I'm just thinking, but I'm quite sure that the guy who did it thought about that, you know, and he didn't do it just, you know, like, let's do this, but he had to do it for one reason or another. So I'm buying these A's or A absorbers. We do need them also from time to time. B's are used more often, but A's are also okay. We don't have bearing. 20 of these always, because they are not, you know, used on every single car, like 5 pieces. You use 2, sometimes 4, so you don't need so many of them, but 20 is a good number, I would say. Now we have a load of these things for the brakes, because we got, if you remember, we got quite a few of them last time. It's okay. These suspensions are, you know me, and you know how I don't like them. I dislike them because they have way too many parts and stuff, but you know, nothing can be done. Too many arms, which doesn't make any sense. Okay, so this is 265 on the rear wheels. I remember this color, when I was talking about the color of this car, I remember one day when I was working in, you know, that I worked as a manager in repair shop. I was helping my friend. That's not my job. I'm not doing that actually, but that was more of, you know, helping to put things straight, you know, to run things, to organize everything. I think I'm good really in that job, so organization and stuff like that. And I helped my friend, so one day one of our colleagues brought a Ferrari. I think it was 550 Maranello or something like that, in this color. I just remember that one, and I sat in that Ferrari. I didn't drive it because it was a little bit effed up and didn't work properly, but I sat in it, and you know, I tried it for just, you know, a little bit, you know, around the shop area, but I was actually not impressed at all with the car. So yeah, I don't know, it's nice and beautiful, and as always I say, yeah, everything is perfect, but yeah, I don't know. Well, I do believe once when you try multiple things like that, you stop kinda be impressed, and you start to find tons of things that are not the best, or they're wrong and stuff like that. You know, probably that comes with experience. Let me see. Now what I wanted, 97%. Still we are missing fuel tank, fuel pump, bushing, suspension arm. Okay, so this means here we are missing some arm, like this one. And we are missing fuel tank, which is where? Where is the fuel tank, guys? Is it in the front or the back? In the middle. Okay, so let's drop the fuel tank in and let's drop the fuel pump in. And we are now 100%, okay? Now, what we are going to do, we are going to drop car down. I'm going to drink coffee. Give me a second. And, my dear friends, let's go. Hood, this is the original one. Let's drop it in. As you know me, I like to close the hood immediately. Headlight, we have one for this side, one for this side. As you can see, and these things are original parts, and you can see that actually, you see the color here. It shows you what color the part is. That's very nice, and I have to say that's a good implementation, clever one. And if you have multiple parts for the same car, you will easily be able to recognize which one is that. The trunk, okay, and the tail light, we are using original one, the other one not. It seems that every single part is here, and I spoke about that. When you buy a car from the auction, either you will get everything 100%, all the parts including glass and you know, headlights, taillights and stuff, or you will get them, you know, all the body parts repairable to 100%, but without glass or the lights, or it might happen that you will get some parts that you cannot repair, but that is a very, very rare thing. So usually most of the times you are going to get, you're going to get everything, you know, with your car, at least for the body side. Yes, often you will have to buy glass and stuff, but that's not such a big deal. In any case, this should be it, 100% all the way. This is beautiful, actually, I have to say. It looks very nice. Ferrari F355 F1 Berlinetta. Yeah, it looks good. It looks good. Let's move it to parking 2. And let's check it again. Yeah, and that color works well with Ferrari, I have to say. It's very nice. We could do it in yellow or red, but I do believe this is very nice. 1 hour 7 minutes, and hello, how are you today? This is the second Ferrari we are going to do, and we are going to do it now. My dear friends, this is a little bit different beast, okay, as you can imagine. And I don't think there is, actually, we don't have any body parts here, no. Different beast, which we are going to do. And this one came from the junkyard, and it has ABS module. This is kinda completely and utterly crazy. That never happens, but you see, today we had already 2 cases where things were not as we expected. So, well, good, that's not so bad. No interior, nothing at the moment. Here we have a window. Okay, let's go. Let's go. This Ferrari will be different. You can see it already, you know, the lines and everything, and this is why we are doing 2 of these. Well, actually, because we can, and because they make sense. And this one will be, as I said, beefier version, and already you can see it, you know, outside. But it's not only about outside, it's also about inside, and I will show you a little bit later what I mean with that. But for now, the most important thing is to disassemble all of this. What I will mention, if you want to know more about the game, about the process of building up your character, your skills, how things are working, what is what in the game and stuff like that, feel free to follow this playthrough from episode 1 to episode 21. These are the episodes where we did talk about that, where we traveled basically from level 1 to level 50. We did loads of things. It's very interesting, informative, and I think, you know, if you want to know more about the gameplay, feel free to check it. If you just want to understand the basics, you have linked in the description down below guide for a game guide, basically, which is around 40 something minutes, which covers the basics, and I think it's very, very useful, especially for the new players, and maybe some of you that are experienced will find there something you maybe didn't know or forgot, or, you know, just didn't think about that. Okay, with that info out of the way, I just can say, well, if you like what I'm doing, click on that like button, why not? Let's go and see. Did I remove this rubber bushing or it was missing? I cannot remember, but I think usually it's always here, so probably I removed it. Yeah, you see, this suspension requires a lot of work. So again, whenever you have these suspensions and multiple car with this kind of suspension, it will take more time, and you will kinda always spend a few minutes more on each of these cars. That's a top tip for today. So if you have this suspension, you will spend more time. It's amazing how obvious tip is. Okay, huge wheels, you can see, really, really big, and we are going to use all of that and make this car pop out. This is the second car for new set, new stint, new group of cars. So we always do 5, and what we are trying to do 2 cars for the first stint at the beginning of the episode, then sell all the 5 cars, and then do 3 cars for the new stint. That I find the most kind of efficient, and the way how I like to do it. It took some time until I got there and I, you know, kind of organized that in a proper way, but now I think that works very, very well. This is it. Now we can remove everything and we are basically done. The engine is practically non-existent. If you look at it, it's just nothing. It is just a block which we are going to sell probably for 100 money units or so. Interior, let's just do it. Done and done, and now we are doing the bodywork. Interesting choice of color for the Ferrari. Very interesting choice of color. Yeah. And I don't mean that in a bad way, actually. Now, which one? Just give me a second. Just bear with me, please. As you can see, this is the engine I wanted to drop in. Do you see a difference a little bit? Look at the fuel filter. Look at the throttle. Look how shiny it is. Look at the manifolds, they're different. Look at the alternator, how shiny it is. This engine, also look at the steering pump. And below here, if you remove coils cover, you see we have these red ignition coils and we have these red fuel rails. This is, my dear friends, actually engine that is boosted in performance. And this is what I started to do from this Ferrari. Sometimes we will do engine with performance parts. there is really no reason to do it any other than, you know, having nicer looking engine, because the sale price I don't think will be impacted by that much, if at all. But it gives us, as I said, 100, 400 even. As I said, why not to do it? This is basic. Just give me a second. I'm trying to figure out. Okay, we will have to remove that later. So yeah, this is the engine. We can drop it on dyno if we have time later and just check it, how it compares with original one. And you can do it actually by dropping engine to the dyno in the dyno room, and it will show you how it compares, you know, to the original engine. I'm not sure how many parts it is. I think in this engine I changed even I just give me a second to find cover. I even changed the, what's the name, pistons. I even put the performance pistons and everything. So this one should be pretty powerful. We will check it. I will try to remember just to drop it in the dyno after we finish all of this. Okay, so let me see. ABS pump, and do we have module? Unfortunately, no. We didn't. Why we didn't sell? Just give me a moment, please. I forgot, obviously, to sell them. Okay. So ABS module, I spoke about that so many times. These things are never in the junkyard cars, and even when they are, they're not repairable in 99% of the time. What else we can put in? A servo, and yeah, that is coming later. Okay. Let's start with the car build. I will remove the lifter. We don't need it actually here. And let's see what we have. Steering rack, sway bar, we don't have it. Front sway bar. 3 of these. You know me, always buying 3 of sway bars, whichever we need. Again, bottom suspension arm. I already see that we don't have it, so let's buy 3 of these. I hope that we have enough of double wishbones. Well, from what I can see, we might miss one or so. If that is the case, we are going to buy a new one, my dear friends. Well, not buy, we cannot buy, we will prepare it and make it. That's kind of better explanation. Intercooler, and we will drop a battery in. Usually I prepare engines, wheels, shocks all in advance, so you know, you have better viewing experience. You don't need to wait for me to prepare that. But sometimes it happens, you know, that we simply need a bit more. With shocks, that is always easy. It is a minute of work and not a big deal, so I'm not overly concerned with that. No, that was a basic too, but I decided to do something completely different. Now I need to think. This is the first time, I believe, that we did this, paint the rims. Okay, we did paint the rims, and as you can see, they're painted in a red color, and I wanted kinda to make car a little bit better looking, and I hope this will help, you know, do that. We will see how it looks when we finish the assembly of the whole car, and after all, you know, we will basically decide was it worth it or not. But until then, let's just concentrate on this and do the job. As always, if we have more time at the end, we will go for junkyard or auctions to see can we find some car, because you know, now with almost every single DLC and a vanilla car done, we really need to start you know, doing mostly mods, which means we have to simply, you know, really find them, and that's never straightforward and easy job. Okay, this is the front done. Let's go with the rear one. What I want first to drop in is the cross member, because it goes through the engine, you see, and I want to see what's going on here. Do we have gear? Well, we have, I know that we have. I got basically 2, and one we used before, and now the second one. Okay, so let's drop the bushings in, and then we are going to build the rear suspension. It is unfortunate that the suspension is going through the engine, because we did this engine, you know, to look really shiny and good with all performance parts, but I think you can see it anyway, so it's not a huge issue. Let me drop this and this and this, and then we have this. I don't understand, why would you do that? That's completely I don't understand it actually. I cannot say that I ever seen a suspension like this in real life, and they've seen shitload of them, you know, while I was working in the shop. Well, I would say running the shop better than working. You see the focus that gets lost, that is something that is really annoying, but you cannot do much about that, unfortunately. You have just to live with that. Calibration. And the big slick. Yeah, and change the rims and everything, because I didn't kinda really like the originals. It was a little bit too simple maybe, and not too sporty, so I changed it to this. I hope you like it. Do we have anything here? I don't think so. I believe we are pretty good on this side. Now we have a whole other side to do. Let's do that slowly and see you know, how the car will look. Rear wheel hub, that is the normal one, so as always we are buying 3. We need 1 here and 2 in the stock in inventory. And axles, we have a lot of axles. I don't know why, but doesn't matter. Yep. And let's remember to go to the dyno room and check the power and what is the difference with the new engine we prepared. Do we have enough of small bushings? We don't. Let's buy them. This suspension, it's a lot of small bushings, so this is why we don't have enough of these. Disc, what I want is to put this arm, because on this arm still goes a whole system, cap and spring, and it takes a lot of work to do it. This one and this one, and that should be almost finished. Almost. Let's drop the wheel in. This is the one. Okay, now what we want to see 99%. What is missing? Fuel pump and tank. Rear window we didn't remove. Let's do fuel tank and fuel pump. Okay, what we are going to do actually, look at this, because we played with this performance part, let's do that again. You see we have these. Just to explain, this is the normal fuel pump, and this one is performance part and gives you 1.5% of performance, okay? And we dropped this one in. Let me see now. Yep, so rear window, thank you. Let's remove rear window. Okay, what I want to do now, I want to come here to our inventory. Okay, first I want to remove this and this and this and this. To our inventory, to the body parts. Okay, we need this, I know, we don't need this. Dodge Monaco we don't need actually, we don't need, and we don't need. So for our Ferrari, what we have done? Here. First, please. First, we have a hood painted in the black color, okay? Then we have a front bumper, which is, you see, carbon, black carbon. Then we have the rear part, also black carbon. Perfect. So this is a beefier look. Now we need the rest of the parts, of course, and we are going to buy it. Just bear with me, please. So we need left door glass, door glass. We need this. We need this. Do we want closed? Let's try open. If it doesn't work, we are going to go with closed. Okay. We are taking everything that is kinda why we don't have here trunk. Okay, I think most of the parts, if not all, are here, so let's kinda go with that and see where we arrive at the end of our journey. Nice. Rear window for sure. We have trunk, which is only one, yeah, there is no more. So we are putting these tinted lights, and the rear bumper is this one, the crazy little bit. This was original Beijing plate on it, you see. We just change it with QN plates, so, you know, actually it's always nice to see your own name here. I'm looking, we will see. I think that is it. Bandit and 9. Let's do no. Bandit and 9. I will buy closed lights. Bandit and 9. See, Bandit and 9. What I'm thinking at the moment, we will see how it looks with open lights. If you don't like it for some reason, we are going to buy we are going to install the closed lights, but I think this is going to be fine. Let's move the car to the paint shop. Now, before we paint everything, I will remove this. I will remove this, and I will remove this. Okay, there is a reason for that, and we will see why and how. Brightness 100, and this is it. Not sure, do they have liveries? No. Paint the car, okay? Paint the car. Now, well, let's take the car out, because this is not the space where I like to work on the cars. Let's do it and finish. Why removed? Because of this. You can imagine that if I left it in, it will be painted in red, everything, and I didn't really want that. And that's it. So we have a red, shiny red Ferrari with huge carbon wing at the back, tinted rear taillights. Well, rear taillights. They're actually taillights, so they're always rear. With red wheels, black hood, as you can see, open lights. I will leave that as it is, and the front bumper that is black. What I will do with front bumper, actually, I will come here and you can see now the process, and let's paint the front bumper into the proper red, okay? Because I do believe it will look a bit better on the car. That's my opinion. This is why we are testing stuff. Sometimes you simply, yes, as you can see, it looks definitely better because it gives the carbon a kind of chance to shine out. So my dear friends, two Ferraris 355s. One is the stock version, normal road car, whatever you want to call it, and the second one is the beefy, juicy, yeah, very nice looking, powerful 355 with a huge wing at the back. So I'm quite impressed with this. I think we did two beautiful cars. And yeah, that looks really good. Wow. Okay. We will move our beautiful Ferrari here, and other Ferrari we will move to the lifter too. So basically we are not using these lifters at the moment, and the cars can stay here. I'm just looking at them. This looks really great, both of the cars. Okay. 1 hour 31. We will have quite a lot of time left, I think, but let's see. The next car we are bringing in is this. I don't know, maybe you know it, maybe you don't. If you don't, I will tell you about it. If you know it, well, yeah, then you know it. This is a Fiat 126P, the Polish Fiat actually. We called it, well, you know, something like little iron, because it was P in my language. The iron becomes is word pegla, and we called it peglica. It's like a small pegla. It was very funny. It is a little beautiful small car, you know. I love it. Actually, it was crappy car, as you can imagine, you know, really, but it is, when you look like this, really nice thing, interesting and stuff. It had, I think, if I'm not mistaken, air-cooled engine. It was at the back and stuff like that. And the last one I've seen a long time ago, but yeah. It is very interesting. So this is the Polish Fiat 126P. This is also, you know, let's say people's car, you know, like the Beetle was, or I don't know what else can be compared to that, but you know what I mean. Cheap, easy to produce, you know, everyone could own one, and stuff like that. Fiat 500 would be a good example of the similar car size-wise and, you know, everything, but this one was really, you know, not a greatest quality and everything, but still, then if you imagine this car at these times, they were not really great quality, any of these, compared to today's technology and stuff. So it's always nice to see that someone is making things like this. And we had a Trabant, if you remember, Eastern Germany car. And now we have a Polish 126P Fiat. And we will do two versions of this car also. This one, as you can see, is pure and a simple stock version. But, oh, you know what we didn't do? we'll do it now. I forgot, and it's good that I thought about that. Not oil in the engine. Okay, so let's drop the oil in the engine. Okay, fill the engine with oil. You cannot turn the engine on until it's full of oil, of course. So we have to do. Usually I'm not filling them. We did that before, but then decided we don't want to lose time for something that doesn't really make any difference for selling the car. Now it can go here, and I will show you dyno room. We didn't do that for a long time, so why not? We come here and we come here. This is the dyno room. Yes, we want to proceed. This is it. Run dyno. And now we will see original engine was 372 HP and 469 Newton meters of torque. This one should be quite more powerful. Okay, so 627 horsepower and 777 Newton meters, 68 and 65% up. So yeah, you see, this car is much more powerful and so much more stronger. Now we did it. I showed you what the idea behind this is, and we can continue to work on this little funny thing. This is going to be straightforward, simple project. You know, these small cars, there is not too many things to do with them. And the wheels, you remember I put a Dodge Monaco last time. The small wheels, these are from, of course, this car, because these are really small wheels. And yeah, we have two versions. One is stock, and second one you will see. That is for the next episode. But I really actually recommend you to be sure to watch the next episode and see what the next car in the series or 126P will be. It's going to blow your mind, trust me. Okay, so here is just, you know, cutting to the lifter. Doesn't really matter. It has a fuel pump. Interestingly enough, this is the second car from the junkyard that has a fuel pump for some reason. Very strange. That doesn't happen really almost at all, but today it happens twice, which I find amusing. Well, we will have some time left, I'm quite sure, and we will probably use it to run around and go to the junkyard and auctions. You know that I like to do that always, to find some new cars, some new projects and stuff like that. I will actually remove the Dodge Monaco mod after we finish recording, and then install something else. Okay. Also, I'm still wondering about these cars that are not actual real cars but are from the games or something, you know, or what else was hot rod cars and stuff. We will see. Maybe I will do this, maybe I will not. I'm actually not decided yet on that. Interior 100 units, goodbye, and then a welder will bring the car, you know, up to the speed. Color is perfect. We will not touch it, actually. I love it. That's it, and let's drop in the i3 DHC, simple engine, small engine, and it goes here. What I want to do, I didn't want to do that actually, or that. I wanted to come here and put battery on the charger, because I don't want to sell it once when we repair all the parts. You cannot repair the battery, of course, and then, you know, you will just sell everything below 99% and then you will sell the battery, and I don't want to do that. So I put it on the charger, and now we can repair what we can and move forward. As always, we are selling 99 or less. Also engine 200, and I will sell all of these parts. We don't need them. We know what wheels are going on, so that's not something we have to bother with. Perfect. Let's drop the stuff in. That is the battery and brake servo. And actually, is there anything else? This is coming from the bottom. Well, I don't think so. I don't think so. So I think we have to do it, you know, from here and do the suspension. So let's do that. I will. Oh yes. I will try to do it as fast as possible, and then we can maybe really do a few trips again to the junkyard and few trips to the auction. So inner tie rod and outer tie rod, these things not repairable, going on practically every single suspension, and you actually need them in stock. 20 is always good number, because the 20 will last you for 10 cars or so. Lower suspension arm, there is only one, which means we are buying. Where is the lower suspension arm? A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Am I crazy? It's here. 3 of these. I couldn't find it for some strange reason. Yeah, as I said, outer and inner tie rods, always you need really to have 20 of these, and 10 cars they will last. Wheel hubcaps, these are the 2 last. We will need to buy them also. They cannot be repaired, and they go practically on every single car, at least 2 pieces, so you need them. Front sway bar B, which is not this one. This is the B version, and probably you know already. And then you have these links. They are going with absorbers. These are A links, and you have A's and B's. And now these little rims we spoke about, you see little wheels, not rims actually, these are the wheels, and they're really small, and you know, it is small car, small wheels, everything was small on these cars. I honestly, that was so long time ago that I cannot remember, but I know I was driven in quite a few of them, but I don't think I was driving that car at all. I cannot actually remember, so probably I didn't. I was well, I was really young at that time, so when I got my driving license, I think these cars were actually not easy to find in a way, you know, not a single of my friends had it or someone, so I couldn't drive it so easily. This is another small wheel, and I'm looking, did I forget something here? Seems I didn't. Okay. So fuel tank, and with normal fuel pump, of course. We are not going to put something crazy. Coil spring rear drive axle. This is somewhere up here. And I'm going only to buy one. If you ask why, because these things are very often, usually almost always, either repairable or you will have them. Yeah, they're mostly repairable, and very rarely you will need one. So yeah, gearbox we don't have. Let's drop these things and kinda slowly bring this to the end, because whenever I think we have time, actually we are only 15 minutes left, so we will not have much time left. I can promise you that. I was thinking maybe it will be more, but it will not be. This is something we don't have. Okay, we have to buy it. And yeah, This episode I think will be released somewhere in August, from what I remember from my schedule. I am kinda trying to release one episode every 5 days. That kinda works for me, and I believe that's a good number for me. So every 5 days, and this one I'm recording in advance, of course, and as I said, I think it will be released somewhere in August, in summer time. Okay, so this is it. What we need: front exhaust section AI3. I'm buying one because these are scarcely used, and I don't think I need them in stock at the moment. It's easy to buy one, especially, you know, when you type i3, it just pops 20 parts or something, so it's very easy. Let me see what this comes later. Okay, I'm just checking, did I forgot something? I don't think so, but we will see. Do we have these cylinders? We don't. Where it is? I just realized that I didn't buy them, but it's okay. Shoe, we have the last one, and the drums we just got set of these. Perfect. So this is the rear wheel, and we are missing something. I'm absolutely sure. I know starter is missing. Let's check like this. Okay. Oh yeah, you see. Obvious, but not so obvious. This is what it was missing, and I felt that something is missing, but I couldn't see it, but it's here. That's that. In order to be able to put starter in, we have to push car down. With the smaller engines, usually you put starter from the engine bay. With bigger engines, it comes, you know, together with the gearbox on the bottom. Let's see, 100 all the way. Perfect. And that's that. Do we have a single body part? These are not, you know what, I will sell these, and like these I'm keeping. We have only right headlight, okay? Only right headlight. Only right headlight, which means everything else actually we need. So let's go. I think I got, no, that was a spoiler. I just destroyed it. I shouldn't do that. It doesn't really matter, my friends. As you can imagine, the next version of the car will be something completely and utterly crazy, and yet again the same mistake. I'm not paying enough attention, I'm rushing, and that's never really a good thing for anything in life. So yeah. Okay, so I kinda spoiled it a little bit, but you know, if you paid attention watching this video, you could see actually what's going on and the parts and stuff. So we are making some crazy version of this car in the next episode, and it's going to be very interesting. I think you are all going to actually like it. These are the front end and this, and also we are going with the plates, and this is almost done. As I said, color works perfectly fine for me. I kind of like it, and yeah, just give us a second. So TBX 3-letter D, 3-letter D, 3-letter D, and TBX, which is this one. It looks pretty much like original steering wheel, if I remember it properly. Let's drop the seats in and the steering wheel. Okay, and this is it. We go with the car into the paint shop. As I said, we will keep the factory color, whatever. Livery, I don't want livery in this car. And that's that. Let's take it out, put it on the parking too, and check it. Oh, the door. If you ask yourself why I close the door, because I like it. I like to keep shop tidy and clean. When doors are open, I feel like my shop is not tidy enough. So look at this. This is a Fiat 126P, the Polish Fiat, and it was a really small little thing. You wouldn't believe how small that was. You know, today people are trying to make cars like that again, you know, small city cars, which I think are necessary to kind of get rid of the chaos in our cities. But looks good. It is a beautiful little machine and superb. Also, we did two Ferraris, as you can see, the 355 in normal stock version, and the 355 that is sporty and beastie and whatever we want to call it. Two very, very beautiful machines. Now, 1 hour 50 minutes, almost 1:51. We have 9 more minutes up to the end of the show. So let's go, and let's go, I don't know, 3 trips to junkyard, 1 trip to auction. Let's showcase it. Why not? We started to do that in the previous episode, and I really like it. I think it's a good opportunity to see how that looks, and you know, maybe together find something interesting, and you can see spoilers, you know, maybe see some car in advance and stuff like that. So why we wouldn't do that? You see, there is no cars here at the moment, 0 cars still, and this is the junkyard, how it looks. This is what? Skyline GTR, we have them, we don't need them. This is the Mustang Unicorn or something like that. We have all of these. We don't need them. You see, there is no cars. We found basically 2 cars. There is a 3rd car on this side, and this is Dodge Monaco, if I'm not, no, Paul Chapman, my mistake. And actually nothing here. Yeah, let's go back, and we will come to the junkyard again, and I will show you also just sweet and short not way, but what can you do to get the barn map on the junkyard. It's not easy, but if you want it, you can do it. We can also maybe go to barn if we have time. We will see. Let's go to the junkyard yet again. And you can see the load times are sometimes super fast. Sometimes when it's loading some model that I realized that takes a bit of resources, then it will be stuck for a second or 10 seconds or so. You see, a little bit now, but it's okay. This is GT40, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it is. We don't need it. Yeah, you see, no cars at all. Usually you could have 2 cars here, 1 here at least, 1 here, 1 here. Well, as you can see, we don't need this. 1 here, we don't need that. 1 here. You will have cars here, everywhere, but all of these cars that we are looking at the moment are cars that we really don't want, don't need, don't care. So what did I say? Every single piece of junk, you see, this is junk. This is junk. So when you click here, it will open you a list of parts. You can buy these parts. Anything that is 15% or more is repairable. This is not. This is it, but I don't think you can repair arms. So you have to know what you can repair. Like this can be repaired, okay? Plymouth Duster fender, it can be repaired. So you can buy these things, but the most important of all, if you check a whole junkyard somewhere, I'm not sure if it is generated, you know, when you come in, or the game waits for you to check like 100 of these, but it will give you a barn map, which is very useful and good thing. Let's check now. 1 more, 2 more. Yeah, I think, and you can even get, you see, batteries. What is this one? This is Lloyd LT 600. We have these. So yeah, if you check these junk piles, you will for sure, if you check whole junkyard, somewhere find a barn map. So that is one of the ways to kind of get to the barn maps, and you know, other ways basically to go through the cases. After you finish the jobs, you're getting cases, you're opening cases, getting barn maps and things like that. Okay, now what I'm thinking, let's go. I don't think we have barn map in the inventory, so let's go take one barn map and let's visit barn. It is usually very much waste of map, because yeah, this is the barn map. We are going to use it. This is, you see how many cases and stuff I have. I didn't open it. I was planning to do an episode about that, but I cannot be bothered. It's too much work actually for nothing. So barn, you go to your inventory and you go to the bottom. I think the newest is at the bottom, and you click, do you want to add barn destination? Yes, I do. And now when we click here, we will have barn, you see? And we click on the barn and we go to the barn. What is barn? Barn is barn. And there you can find parts and cars. If you're lucky, you will get a big barn with 3-4 cars. If you are unlucky, you will get a crappy barn with 1 car. We will see what happens. Probably we'll get 1 car. I'm always lucky like that, but we will see. And this is, I think, bigger barn with 3 cars, but all of these are useless. Check your stuff here, because check everything, all the pieces of junk. There is not many of them, because in one of these will be a case, and cases are good. You will pay 200 for the case. This is cape. Horrible, what a waste of a barn map. I really don't like it. This is what another Hellcat, you know, these horrible cars that, you know, I don't mean horrible in a way that cars are horrible as such, but you know, these DLC and vanilla cars are simply, you know, taking over, and you are getting stuff that, yeah, you can buy whatever, whenever, and you're wasting your barn map, and that's that. So we just wasted, as I said, I hate cases here, so I just wanted to check it for that. We just wasted a barn map, but now you have idea what is a barn. Unfortunately, really wasted it. Return to garage. It will ask you, do you want to buy 200? Yes, I will say 200. Why is that? We will open that case now when we come to the garage. I don't think we are going to, maybe we're visiting at auction, I don't know, we have 2 more minutes. You know, it's not set in stone 2 hours, but I don't like to go over that, so we will see. When you buy that case, okay, it will be in your inventory, of course. See how many parts we have, tons. And we click on that and we want to open. Yes, every case will give you 3 parts, okay, and this is what you can get from the case, and this is very nice. So we got another barn map, perfect. So the trip was not so much wasted, and we get 2 high quality parts, which brings the quality of your engine and stuff like that, but mostly it's really not useful much, and I'm not a big fan of that. We do have time for trip to auction, just to show you how it looks. The mechanics of auction is not really the greatest. I don't like it. It's very cumbersome and hard to do it. You know, you have to go to cars. Oh, my friends, this episode will go a little bit longer, because I just found a car that I want, and this is the one. Absolutely, and we will start auction. Although, give me a moment, I just need to write down. Okay, and let's start auction. So you see, it's 2 point something million. And look at the game. The game wants 10,000 raise, you know, for 1.5 million. And that's completely and utterly crazy, as you can imagine. And we will keep it going. I want to show you what a waste of time and how stupidly this is done. Because I would expect as a, I don't know, guy who is buying the car can raise more. You know, I watched the auctions multiple times. You can just say 10,000 or whatever, you know, but I don't need to click 1,000 times here. So why I wanted to get this car, because I didn't find it until now, and I want to restore it and sell it. So yes, we are going to buy it. So bear with me, I simply cannot stop recording now. If you're bored, well, you know, tough luck, you will survive. We will spend 1 more minute, maybe 2, so this episode will take a little bit more, but its concept is really very much wrong, and as you can see, but it is amazing showcase of how wrong this is and how badly implemented it is. Okay, so I think it serves really a purpose in a way that shows you what is wrong with this. Okay, we are almost at the price. Let me see, 247, 250, 6236, 253, 255. Look at the car value at the top. 262, 263. Now the computer will just raise like idiot, you know, and I don't care. I would just buy it for whatever. Look at that. So it's already 30, almost 40,000 over the price, the car value, and it's still going on. And this is amazing showcase how broken this crap is. 287 something, 2875347. Oh my goodness. Doesn't really matter. So we got it and we will put it in the car parking. Now what we want to do is just to click on the quit. Okay, so we spent around almost 3 minutes on mindless clicking with computer overbidding the price for 40 or 50k, and this is extremely good example of how really badly this is implemented. In any case, like, subscribe, comment, have a great day, stay safe, take care about your family, do something you love, and I always say at the end, enjoy life, that's the most important. We had a great time and I will see you very soon in the next episode. Until then, bye bye, and that's it. Bye bye.
Please subscribe to this channel, share and like this video. Thank you.